All right, I'm Matt.
And I'm KP. Welcome to the Nightly on Hatch Plus, where we want to hear from you. If you have any questions, thoughts, great sleep tips to share, etc., why don't you go ahead and email them to us at thenightly@hatch.co. We'd love to discuss it on the show. Hi, Matt.
Hello, KP. How are you?
Good. Do you have great sleep tips to share? Before our listeners give us the ultimate ones, because they're kind of sleep experts, I would hope by now.
I assume they are, yeah, so I don't want to spoil anybody's tips, but I don't know, really. I got a heated blanket recently, which is unbelievable.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, kind of perfect timing. You're gonna get to the good stuff this winter.
Yeah, I was really, really cozy. And weirdly, it's a very older person thing to get, I think, because I was at the local sort of arts centre where I live, and I'm doing a show there in a few weeks, and it went on sale. And the morning that it went on sale, I popped down there anyway just to have a coffee, and the queue was out the door, and I was like, oh my God,
wow,
this is incredible. It turned out the fire brigade were doing a talk there on how to pat test your electric blanket. It was a lot of old people.
Really?
Yeah, it was a hugely popular event.
How to pat test it? What does that mean?
A pat test is like if you've got any electrical items, you have to get them pat tested to check that they're safe.
Whoa.
Yeah, so there was a ginormous queue of elderly people getting their electric blanket pat tested. I didn't sell a single ticket. Yeah.
They're like, nothing is coming between me and this electric blanket. I'll do whatever I need to.
No, they absolutely love it. What about you? Have you got any sleep tips, KP?
Well, it's tough to say because I spent a long time training myself to sleep on my back because I know they say that's what's best for you. 2 years ago, I took a lot of months and I just forced myself to learn how to sleep on my back because usually I sleep on my stomach. And now I've noticed I'm waking up and I'm on my stomach again. So I'm in timeout. I'm not a good sleep tip sharer right now because I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing.
I was going to say, that's on your own. That's a pretty hard thing to train yourself to do something when you're not conscious.
I know, yeah. They say that you like subliminally learn stuff in your sleep, but this one I was like, well, how do I subliminally teach myself how to sleep in my sleep?
Maybe we could have that as one of the Hatch shows. Just one of us just on a loop saying, stay on your back, stay on your back, stay on your back,
yeah,
stay on your back.
Drill sergeant.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Flip. Yeah, that could work. I need it. I don't know what's happening. I'm regressing.
How did you learn that sleeping on your back is probably better for you?
See, and that's the thing. I heard it once and it just became my thing a hill I was willing to die on. But I do notice I have TMJ, like lockjaw. So sleeping on my stomach is kind of bad for that. It kind of turns my jaw all willy-nilly. So I decided to make the switch because of that.
Right, I see. Yeah, so because I always think I never know what to do. Like when I'm on Instagram or something, when you see like a reel or a post of somebody who's like, you have to do this before bed. And I saw one yesterday. It was a guy who was saying you need to lie on the floor with your legs up against a wall. So you're at like a right angle.
Yes.
But you've got to stay there for about 20 minutes, apparently.
Yeah, and then they want you to do tummy time. So while you're reading or scrolling, you have to be like a little baby and do tummy time.
What's that?
Well, that is just like you have to put your tummy down on the floor and like, kick your legs up and be scrolling and reading, doing whatever you're normally doing, but do it on your stomach because that's going to realign your neck to go upwards as opposed to down like our phones and stuff want us to do.
Oh, interesting.
So there's tummy time, there's right angle time. I think it's all a ploy to get us to look silly.
I just think that there must be a more dignified way to do it.
Hey, you don't want to do tummy time?
Don't get me wrong. I want to do tummy time. I like the idea of it. But
Yes.
I mean, that's just the end of everything. Relationships, social life.
Yeah.
People can't find out that Matt Bragg does tummy time.
Matt Bragg was spotted doing tummy time on his heated blanket.
TMZ article.
Yeah, you're ruined. Okay, Matt, can I tell you a little something I've been thinking about recently?
Please do.
I've been thinking about, there's something called the Voynich Manuscript, and it is like an ancient book that was found. I say ancient, it was like 1400s, but
It's pretty old, yeah.
ancient enough. And it's a humongous book. It is like, I think somebody said it would take 30 years to write or something, just from the ink of it all, the time spent, because it's illustrated also. And why it is so fascinating is it's complete gibberish.
Right.
So it's just complete like nonsense that nobody can figure out. Clearly somebody spent so much time, so much effort, and was so focused on this book, but it makes no sense. It's been just a huge mystery of like, because the drawings are very like, there's a lot of horticulture, there's a lot of plants, there's a lot of fauna. So you would think it's like perhaps a gardening book or a herb based
Biologist or something.
Yeah, there's just no way to decipher the language of it. The language isn't used in any other texts of the time. It seems to just be complete gibberish. Or they're like, okay, perhaps this was like a code to hide what they were really trying to say. But even like the top cipher people that do that for a living are completely lost. They've been trying to figure it out ever since it was found. And it's just so much work. And the drawings are very, like, it was such my Roman Empire that I was thinking about getting a tattoo of one of the flowers in the book because I find it just so enigmatic. I'm like, what's going on? I like it.
You should get a passage from it instead, I reckon, as opposed to just roll the dice on that and then see.
A full back piece. A full back piece of gibberish. Yeah. That's good. My friends are going to be really, I go to the beach and everyone commits me to a hospital from how scary my back piece is. That's good. The flowers, though, are kind of ugly because they're just alien looking. Like none of the flowers, it's not even like the flowers make sense. Like the flowers aren't even flowers that you would find on Earth. They're like purple flowers with little tentacles. Just sunflowers, but something's wrong. And it looks like a lotus, but they never would have seen a lotus at that time period. So it's very enigmatic. It's very odd. It's a real question mark.
When you say it's gibberish,
Yeah.
is it like a totally different alphabet or is it letters that we'd recognise, but in a weird formation?
If I'm not mistaken, it's letters we would recognize, but there's some that are new. They put some new symbols that aren't letters, but mostly it's letters we'd recognize with some additional letters, but the order makes no sense at all.
Okay.
Like it's not even uncoverable is what they say, because it's like they'll use one letter like this and then they'll use it 800 different ways that don't make sense if it was an E or don't make sense if it was an A.
Okay, right. And where did they find the book?
I want to say this is in your neck of the woods. Wait, let me go to the encyclopedia. It was found in, Southern Europe in an old castle.
Oh, cool. Great place for it.
Finding an ancient mystery in an old castle. You see why this is my Roman Empire.
Yes, I totally see why, and it's going to become one of mine.
Yes.
So what's your theory with it? Is it like an alien text, do you reckon?
So, I mean, that's a very appealing theory to me. I kind of think there's a lot of like sun, moon, women, flowers, things about it. So I'm going to say maybe like a cool warlock doctor wrote
Right, okay.
a witchy language with that. Like he or she had some sort of mystical knowledge of the universe that we don't.
Interesting. And is there like a generally accepted theory that people have come to yet, or is it like nobody's got any idea at all?
I mean, it depends on how much you're willing to believe or disbelieve, because I think a big theory is this person was unwell. A generally accepted one is this was a person that just sort of had a lot of time on their hands and a lot of thoughts that maybe didn't exactly make sense. But it is odd that it's made its way to a castle. Like, theoretically, perhaps this person did know what they were doing, and to have that much like vellum and ink, and somebody was supplying this guy with the good stuff to write his stuff.
Yeah. Actually, I've got a theory based on that.
Okay, please.
So, probably on drugs.
Okay, yep.
A lot of free time.
Mm-hmm.
Loads of thoughts that don't really make sense.
Yep.
And it's in a castle. I reckon that could be the first comedian.
I see. Yeah.
It's like a court jester. Because that sounds like the notes app in my phone.
Yes, it's gibberish, and many people have tried to decode your notes app, and they have not been successful.
No one's got a clue. And in 900 years, they'll look back at it and go, what sort of language was this guy using?
This was alien life.
I think that's probably the most likely.
That could be it, yeah. And then he put the illustrations just to kind of give it some like extra eyes on it, maybe, as like doodles.
Yeah, we all doodle, don't we?
Mm-hmm. This joke is about alien flowers. Have you ever noticed how alien flowers are always like, and then he does like a lot of riffs on that.
Yeah. What is the deal with tentacles in their flowers?
My wife loves petals. Who's with me? And then he's got 112 pages on that.
How many pages is it, the actual book?
240. But there's, some people think like a lot of pages were missing because it was, it was in rough shape when they found it.
So a lot of gaps in the plot.
Yeah, they were missing some context in every single page, it seemed.
What was the name of it again?
Voynich Manuscript, yeah. And they've given a name to the language, which is Voynichese.
Okay.
But they put like the top code breakers, the top American and British code breakers from World War I and World War II. They were like, hey, if you guys aren't busy with this World War, do you mind taking a look at this while we got you?
Oh, so it's been around for a while then?
Yeah, they found it in 1912.
Right.
And they've gotten all of the top war people. They said, Oppenheimer, take a break. Come on over. We need you.
Come and do something useful, mate.
Please, for once. So they had these top guys, and they all were unsuccessful. And it's all on PDF. So if you want to take a crack at it, I think it'd be really helpful.
Yeah, I mean, I'll give it a little look over, sure. I've actually just had a quick look, and the first picture that's come up from it is a naked woman in a jug.
Yes.
Wrestling like a sort of tentacle type thing. That is pretty weird.
It's odd, and it just doesn't match like a lot of other things from that time period because people were sort of making sense around then. So this guy was a little on his own. What is odd too is like with 300 pages, you would for sure have to get other people helping you write it, but it stays consistent the whole time. So this really was one person spending their entire days drawing and writing this.
Yeah, especially back then, if that took 30 years, because people probably only lived to about, 40, 50 then, maybe?
Yeah, and maybe I made the 30 years, but it would have taken a long time, at least. Like, they were like, oh, this is somebody's full time. They were clocking in at the gibberish factory every day.
Again, comedian.
Yes.
You are right in terms of people like talking sense at that point. Like, it was pretty advanced. I just had a quick look in the Pillow Fort Encyclopedia, 1400s. You're looking at the Battle of Agincourt, Joan of Arc, Christopher Columbus's first voyage.
Yeah, they were doing stuff.
So people they were pretty switched on. Yeah.
Yeah. This guy had his own style, but it also doesn't look like rushed or any, like whatever he was trying to say, he was trying to put it in a polite, sensical setup.
Yeah.
He just forgot that the words have to make sense. This is my Roman Empire. And it looks as if the castle was in Italy area, or that's like where it was found. Maybe it was like sold and made its way there, but when it was really like found as its spot, it was in an Italian castle.
Interesting though. That's great. and something that I'm
Interesting, yeah.
definitely going to obsess over now.
I know. I'll take a crack at it. You take a crack at it. We'll come back with our thoughts. Matt, what do you have that I can obsess over?
It's not necessarily something that you could obsess over, I don't think. I mean, you might.
Okay.
But I think we got time for a very quick one, which is lucky because it's one of my very toxic traits.
Okay, yeah.
It's that quite often I'm underneath the flight path, so there's a lot of planes going over all day, and I do regularly watch them go over, and I've got a little flight tracker as well, so I know where they're going and where they've been and all that kind of stuff. And I do think that in a pinch, I reckon I could fly one.
Now this is interesting. See, I have no idea what all the buttons do up there, but I know there's a lot of them. That doesn't deter you at all?
I can't imagine that they're all that important.
You think some are for show?
Do you know what I mean? Like if you look on a keyboard, like who uses the tilde key?
Okay.
But it's there and it looks intimidating amongst all the other buttons. But you never need to touch that. I reckon I played a lot of Flight Simulator when I was younger.
Okay, this is helpful information.
Yeah. I think that's what might have triggered it recently as well, because I saw a video of a guy who had this set up in his house, you know, like the 360 screens, and he had the proper cockpit set up and the, what do you call it, a yoke, the joystick thing. I thought, yeah, I'd love to get a proper flight simulator just in case.
Yeah. My thought is, because I know obviously autopilot. Well, now, are you thinking you could get in there and press autopilot and sit in the cockpit? Or you're thinking without autopilot, you think you could get us there?
I think autopilot would have a pretty big role to play in this fantasy.
I think it would bear a lot of the burden for sure. Yeah, I think you could get us a completely normal domestic flight. If you were like, oh, I'm doing this one, I'd only feel a little nervous as I put my bag in the plane.
I mean, not as nervous as I'd be, sure. But I still think, because providing you've got communication and all that sort of stuff, if you had someone to talk you through it as well and just say, right, just turn that on. I don't think there's actually that much like eyeballing that you've got to do. And like, I think so much of it is automated.
Well, now this opens up a whole thing, because if you're being talked through it, I almost think I could probably do a quick surgery if someone's talking me through it.
Oh, I don't know about that. Have you got steady enough hands for that, do you reckon?
Not at all. Not even a little. I have sort of nothing that would be good about that. But I think, right as I said it, I went, no, I don't believe that.
But do you know what? That is what this show's for. And anyone listening, you've got the email. So email in, we can charter a flight. I'll do that. And then when we land, one lucky listener could maybe have like a hernia operation or something from KP.
Yeah, an easy one if that's all right. Don't make it a big hernia. Appendix, that one's been going on forever. I could probably get rid of that thing.
Yeah, you could get that out.
I could probably get that one out. I think if I was being talked through it, maybe I could probably cook a Michelin meal if I was being talked through it.
Yeah, I reckon that's maybe.
If I like had a headset in, maybe.
Yeah. As long as it wasn't one of the complicated ones that requires too much hands-on. But I can put something in the oven for X amount of time. Yeah.
Yeah. It opens up a world that if we're being like headsetted in, how much is natural flair and how much can you just be talked through? But I think piloting makes sense.
Well, I'm glad that you believe in me, KP. That really means a lot.
I do believe in you. I say, let him up there. Give him a chance.
Yeah, come on. Give me a chance. Come on.
What would it hurt?
Right, well, on that note, KP.
Yes.
I'm actually getting pretty sleepy and I've got big dreams that I need to attend to. So I think I'm going to turn in.
A classic dream of flying, and you're gonna do it in real life, I can tell. I'm turning in. Good night, Matt.
Night, KP.